and welcome to another episode, another brand new episode of live Forex Trading London session with your host, Peeling Mindset. So that's pretty good. We are here in another day. So looking at the markets, we are getting ready. We are trying to see if our friends are coming in the YouTube and in the Zoom community. So we will begin attacking the charts right away. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we are going to do here. Okay. Just give me a second. Checking the systems one last time. Okay, this is all good. That is pretty good. Checking system 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it looks like everything is up and running. So we just need to dive into our charts now. Okay. So looking into GJ, let's go into the weekly time frame here and checking the YouTube sound. YouTube sound is just as perfect. Okay. So looking into the GJ chart. Okay. So the previous weekly candle closed bearish. Okay. So the previous weekly candle closed bearish with a very long wick on the top and the bottom. Like we said yesterday, this weekly candle has turned out to be somewhat like an indecision candle, right? It has a smaller body, longer wick, which also indicates that, you know what, the volume is very low. So look at the current weekly candle. So if there is any enough bullish momentum remaining, this current weekly candle could actually fill the wick on the left hand side. So this wick right here could be filled, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to erase all of this unnecessary notation from the chart, and let's go here. Okay, your voice is not clear. Okay, let me fix my mic. Let me fix my mic right away here. Is it clear now? Is it any better now? Okay, you know what? I'm going to do this. And okay, how about now? Is the mic clear now? Morning, Ricardo. Perfect. I'll keep it this way. I will keep it this way. Maybe this is going to help. Alrighty. Maybe this is going to help. All right. So diving into our charts one more time. Just give me a second here. End. All right. So looking at the weekly candle, we can definitely say that, you know what, if there are chances for the candles to further move up, if there's enough momentum in the market, the weekly candle could actually fill the wick on the left hand side, right? So, and the current weekly candle has enough, has a decent wick on the bottom too. So if that's enough for the weekly candle to drive it all the way up, this is pretty good, right? And we are slowly getting into the volume days. Like yesterday, Monday, we obviously can't expect a lot of volume on Mondays. Sometimes we do see a lot of volume, but in a regular basis, Monday is just the start of the week. Tuesday also is almost like a start of the week thing where the market is just setting up. And maybe Wednesday and Thursday's cycle is where we see a lot of volume. So obviously looking at the daily candle, yesterday's daily candle bearish all the way down, right? So this is almost like a daily range. So if you look at this, if I erase all of the drawing here, and you can definitely see that, you know what? You can definitely see this. You can definitely see this range. There's nothing except for clear range, right? Prices are ranging side by side, and this whole could be a daily range. Look at the wicks in there. It's not clear at all. So what is price trying to do? Is the price trying to move up, or price resisting, trying to go down? Oh no, price is bouncing up, bouncing off and going up one more time. So what's happening? It's not clear at all. So the daily time frame is very hard to tell. Right, on the weekly time frame is much more clearer, because if you look at the weekly time frame, okay, that we can definitely tell that, you know what, maybe there's a potential this weekly candle could further move up. So for this weekly candle to show its original direction, we have to wait a little bit. Maybe Monday and Tuesday is a setup sort of a day, a setup sort of a day where it's grabbing its liquidity from the bottom. And maybe if it's going to push up, we have to keep an eye open on weekly time frame and definitely see daily candles breaking these sort of range and see some sort of strong rejection from the bottom, right? So we want to see a strong rejection. All right, so now when we do this, let's erase all of the drawing, okay? Let's erase all of the drawing. So look at this. This right here was a very strong daily support. See, try and see how many times price engaged with that level. So look at this. So price not only tried to break that level once, twice, another time, another time, another time. Look at this. Price is constantly tapping that level, right? It wants to break that level several times. Similarly, on the top, look at this. For example, here, this could be a very strong resistance where price is resisting from. So basically, we are in a range, right? So this whole price level from here to here is a 60 to 70 pips of range, and the price is clearly ranging here on the daily time frame. Okay, so for a clear breakdown below, we want to see price close below 153,685 at least for the price to further move down. Okay, so that way maybe we get a clear rejection of the price from the top, and it can start heading down. But for now, if you look at the current price action, the current daily candle has sort of rejected this daily support and is bullishing up. All right, but here this is just another range, so we don't actually want to take a trade in the range. Lately, GJ has been very rangy. So you don't want to put your money where there is a lot of range. You're going to lose your money, obviously. But look at this. In the 4 hour, what we can see is price has been tapping the top of this range, tapping the bottom of the range, moving up. Tapping the bottom, broke the range, and a close above 4 hour, but couldn't last for a long time, right? It again came back down in the range. So eventually what we want to see is a 4 hour. For a bullish momentum, we want to see some sort of rejection like this. The rejection's there. It's making some sort of support. So we want candles to break this level right here, close above. If the candles start closing above 154,415, there is a higher chance price could attack this wick on the left hand side, which is about 26 pips from 154,415. And there's a cleaner range on the left hand side too. So if the price is actually going to leave this dirty range, okay? So watch this. So if the price is going to do something like this, if this is a range, and if the price is going to leave this range, okay, something like this. If the price is going to close above like this, with a proper bullish body, candle retest on this level before heading up is going to be perfect. If it does something like this. If it does something like this, perfect. That's all you need. That's going to be your ideal trade. See, we are planning ahead, right? So if the price is actually bouncing off of this level and has actually attacked the top of the range several times, and on the weekly time frame, it makes sense for the price to further move up potentially. We want to see a candle close above like this. Actually, almost similar to this case here. So what is this? This is almost similar to this right here. If the candles do similar maneuver like that over here, man, that is perfect. But for sales, first we have to see candles closing below 153,685 at least. Otherwise, we are just in a range, and we don't want to take any position in the range because it's too dangerous. It's just like inviting the market to take your money. You don't want to do that. You want to wait for your proper setup where you see candles moving in its proper original direction. So maybe this could be our original direction. So I'm going to wait for the price to close above for buys and attack this wick and attack the top of the range. And that is not only a smaller time frame sort of a structure and break of the range, but that is also going to be a weekly time frame move. So I am very interested, 100% interested into that sort of buys. For sales, I mean, I have to wait. For sales, I have to wait. Definitely have to wait. So what I'm going to do is I will note it down right here that I want to see a potential 4-hour or even a 2-hour candle close above 154,415. So that's going to be my case right here. No early buys, no nothing. I'm just going to wait, and I will try to take the best setup only. I don't want to take any funny setups because the only idea in the back of my head is to grow my account. I don't want to bet. I don't want to gamble my positions. I don't. I'm only going to trade what I know and what I understand, what I see in the market. If I don't get it, man, I'm not going to gamble. So that's the borderline. Okay, so it's interesting how we are only in the first hour of this 4-hour candle. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. So is this 4-hour candle going to grab its liquidity on the bottom before moving up? That's going to be interesting. If that's going to actually happen, that way we can get a break of a 154,415 and a clear buy attacking this wick on the left hand side. So we are only in the first few hours of this 4-hour. So I'm just going to anticipate that, you know what, maybe 4-hour hasn't grabbed its liquidity yet. So maybe we're going to see a deeper liquidity wick and potentially, ideally respecting the previous 4 hours wick. All right. If it ideally respects the previous 4-hour wick, that's going to be another sign for us that, you know what, market is still willing to move up. So I'm going to wait for this deeper wick. Okay, that's going to be something I'm going to wait for. Just give me a second here. Okay, and that's better. All right, now look at this. So I'm going to wait for this wick, and I will expect this price to further move up if it's moving up. So let's see if any early buys or any early signs do make sense. Okay, so the first hourly out of this 4-hour candle is going to close in the next 8 minutes. So we have to see how this hourly candle is going to close. Okay, so seems like, you know what, the wicks on the hourly candle, look at this. This hourly is obviously going to close in the next 7 minutes here. But the wick, the structure seems as if price is rejecting this bottom. Look at the wicks after that. Reject, reject, reject. The wicks are getting higher. The wicks are getting higher. Candles are closing higher every time. Supports are higher. So if there is still momentum in the price to further drive up, I will look for possible buys. That's what I'm going to look out for here. So looking at this, 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 looking at the wick, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So even if this hourly or the next hourly drives back in the range, grabs its liquidity around this liquidity pool. So potentially if this, oh, sorry about that. Potentially if this is a liquidity pool, sorry. Potentially if this is one of the liquidity pool, and if this is another liquidity pool, we have seen candles dipping in the liquidity pool before driving in its direction. So if this is a liquidity pool on the downside, the candles can come back in this liquidity pool and grab its momentum, grab its push from here, candles gathering its order, and it can push up, bang. All right, so waiting is best here. No, don't need to rush in any sort of trade. If there are any buys coming in, you don't need to rush in buys here. Trust me. You can wait for buys above 154,415 because you eventually want to see a volume and momentum. If there's no volume in the market, there's no use of taking a position. So why would you want to take a position here in the middle of the range and you want to bounce up and down, up and down. Do you want to be controlled by the market, or do you want to get a piece of the market in its momentum and get out of there? So ask yourself that question, and you will get the answer 100%. So the hour is going to close in the next 5 minutes. All right, looking at the information available just here, looking at the recent information in GJ, there's another thing we can see that, you know what, hourly candles are, for example, if this was the range, let me upgrade my drawing skills here. Okay, so if this is a range in hourly, prices are slowly closing outside that range, right? So if this is a cleaner range right here, if this is a cleaner traffic on the left hand side for the price to attack and further move up, right? Maybe here. So we have to see candles closing out, which has been done already in hourly candle. All right, so maybe the next candle has to make a deeper wick and sort of reject this range and start heading up. All right, that could be the case. That could be the case because this candle has closed out already. This candle. Maybe the next candle just needs to reject this level and start heading up. Obviously, this is the middle of the range, but that's how you slowly build your confluence. That's how you slowly add details into your possible trades, okay? So just got to wait for another 4 more minutes and see how the candles are going to move. Let's go into the 30-minute. Looking at the 30-minute, 30-minute is rangy. Price action is actually very rangy, almost sort of like the volume has died completely. The candles are just, look at this, look at the wicks, and you can definitely see how market has been very choppy. Look at the wicks here. Look at the wicks here, dude. This is not proper price action. When there's proper price action, you don't see all of this bullshit. This is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. To be honest, I should be closing my chart, closing the stream, and should be taking an off day here. Just looking at the market on its first get-go. Honestly, I would want to stay out of this market. If price is not going to drive anywhere with its volume, man, I'm going to stay out of the market. I'm going to tell myself that, you know what? I have enough opportunities. The month of May is coming to an end. If May is going to be a lot of consolidation, a lot of wicks here and there, how about June? Is June going to give me a lot of opportunities? More than likely, because the market cannot stay stale forever. There has to be some sort of movement, right? So the market's going to move. I know it, so I'm just going to stay patient. Today is not only the last day you're going to make money in Forex. You have to ask yourself, you have to tell yourself, is this the last day of Forex? Is this the last day I'm going to make money out of Forex? Not at all. Not at all. So you have to be pretty clear. You have to be pretty clear. You have to ask yourself that, you know what? I can show up another day. I can actually trade another day. There's going to be another opportunity another day. So why do I have to rush? So stay calm and don't overtrade. That's going to be my first advice. Stay calm. Don't overtrade. Okay? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into gold. Obviously, GJ is looking the dirtiest of any pair. Pound instrument, the dirtiest of any pair. Okay, looking at gold. Let's go from daily time frame here. Okay, looking at gold, yesterday's daily candle sort of closed like GJ's weekly previous candle, right? Closed sort of like with long wicks on the top and bottom, and candle closed with a smaller body, almost sort of like an indecision candle. So we don't like this ugly candle here, because this candle is going to create uncertainty for this candle here, the current candle. So what is the current candle going to do? We are not sure. So there's no clear structure there, right? But gold, definitely, I would love to see buys coming in gold because of this daily clear traffic on the left hand side. Look at the clear traffic from 1872 600 to 1913 300. It's like a 400 pips range. It's a clean range. So if the price is going to peak out of this consolidation, is going to go up, man, we have a clear chance of price moving up and achieving this target here. So we have to wait, 100% wait. Okay, so the weekly candle, look at this. So looking at the weekly time frame alone, look at this. What we can see is this weekly candle rejected the bottom. So if this wick here is sort of like a liquidity grab for this weekly candle to drive up, it couldn't drive up, but the momentum passed on to this candle. So if there is enough momentum in gold to push the price up, maybe this weekly candle here going down could be a liquidity grab before it moves up. Similar situation. Right, so we want to see this weekly candle eventually flipping bullish. That way we can attack this wick here, we can attack this cleaner range here, and that way it makes sense. Right, that way it makes sense. Maybe the retest could be all the way down till here. We are not sure. Right, so the retest could be all the way till here. So the weekly candle could fall all the way down. So do we take sells then? Oh, we have to look at this smaller time frame structure. Right? We cannot just take sell right away looking at this. The retest could be all the way down till this level. So if the retest is going to be all the way down to 1855 level, we have to see the smaller time frame and gather all of the information. Let's see. Oh, okay. So let me look at the calendar first before I jump into anything else. And I'm going to carry on with gold. Let's see, do we have any major news here? And we don't have any major news here. All right, so there was a monetary policy report hearing. Okay, interesting. So there's a consumer confidence around NYSE tonight, so which is interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'll look at the news. Was there any sort of breaking news that caused the market to stay still? What's happening? Is the cryptos dilemma, cryptos price action also affecting the normal currencies market? What's happening? To begin in 3-day quarantine rule for travelers from Okay, in 24 hours, was there any news here? Merchandise trade, okay. 24-hour Bank of Canada, Fed in the middle field. Yeah, I don't see anything that's attracting my eyes here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this news site. So the YouTube guys, if you don't know what session you are in, go into the market, go into the Forex Factory, go into the market tab. You can see what session you are in, right? So the Sydney market closed just 1 minute ago. Maybe that's going to induce some sort of volume in gold, in pound yen. So we will be interested to see that. So for now, the daily candle is bearishing down. All right, so what I'm going to do is I will erase all of this. And looking at this clearly, what I can see is this could be a potential daily resistance. That's how you draw, that's how you mark your charts. Okay, so that could be a potential daily resistance right there. And going into the 4 hour, let's see. On the 4 hour, price is definitely ranging side by side. For now, the 4 hour seems as if it's rejecting the top and slowly heading down. Okay, so for clear price action, clear sort of sell in gold, you want to see price start closing below 1869 400. That's what you want to see for clear sales. 1869 400 or potentially 430 even. So you want to see candles closing below that level. Okay, so for now, 4 hour candle, we are only a few minutes in the 4 hour. Previous 4 hour candle closed bullish with this heavy sort of rejection. And if this liquidity grab is still going to allow the candles to move up, what is this candle doing? It doesn't even make sense. Like, what is this bearish candle doing? This is just nonsense. What is this? Oh, all right. Kevin Dressler says, I have news. There's some mild weather out east. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Mandish has sent a chart, so we can open that up too. And okay, so looking at 4 hour, candles moving down doesn't really make sense, does it? All right, so the candles have broken below this 4 hour support, which is very interesting. But let's look at the smaller time frame and see what's happening. Are the candles closing below? Because we don't want to trade right in this range. Gold can wick you up and down very easily, right? We want to catch only the consistent moves. So where is the consistent move? We have to ask that question. Okay, so the previous 4 hour candle tapped this 4 hour support, started heading bullish. This current 4 hour tapped that support area one more time, respected the previous 4 hour wick. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. What's happening in 2 hour? Okay, so the 2 hour candle is still open. We have 56 minutes left. So the previous 2 hour candle closed bullish above this support. So this was certainly a fake out, right? Fake out sort of a maneuver. So if this current 2 hour candle closes back above this support, maybe this could serve as another fake out, and the price could start pumping up. That could be the case. That could be another case, right? So if this 2 hour candle closes below this 2 hour support, there's a higher chance the price is going to further move down. But if it closes back above this support, maybe we can start looking for possible buys, possible scalping buys opportunity. That could be the case. All right, so let's look at the 1 hour here. Looking at the 1 hour, man, the price action is not clear at all. So what if I look at the price action this way? For example, I erase all of this noise. Okay, so if the price is actually rejecting okay, if the price is actually rejecting this area right here, reject, okay, look at this healthy bearish 1 hour candle. So what's happening is this bullish candles is this 3 bullish candles just another lower high that has been made here? What's happening? Is the price doing something like this? Doom, doom, doom. Oh, doom, 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 doom. What's happening? So for sales, ideally, I would want this hourly candle to reject this support. So if this support is here, if that 2 hour, 4 hour support is there, I would want this current hourly candle to sort of reject this level, then start heading down, feeling this wick, and then further head down. Let's see. Let's see if we can get any sort of selling, scalping opportunities. We're going to keep an eye open here. We are going to keep an eye open. So this is about 26, 27 pips of range here. So this noise is something that we're keeping our eyes open for as well, right? We cannot just ignore this noise. But man, pound, yen, gold has been sort of ranging. Gold has been moving here and there, giving 20, 30 pips, but it hasn't shown a consistent direction. That is kind of funny, right? So looking at the hourly, this hourly candle is bullish. So ideally for any sort of bearish sort of a movement, we would want this hourly candle to sort of reject this top and start heading down. Okay, so looking at the 30-minute candle. Okay, 2 of the 30-minute candle close bearish with proper body. So if this 30-minute candle is grabbing its liquidity, well, let it grab its liquidity at the first, and we want this candle eventually to flip. So that's what we're going to look at here. Gold possible sales. Gold possible sales. For long term, I do want to get buys, but for now, for short term scalping sort of an opportunity with a volume. So if there's enough volume, because we have had Sydney market close 7 minutes before, maybe that's going to induce some volume in gold, right? So we want to see candles moving down. Let's see. 5 minute is ranging side by side. Interesting. It's getting interesting here. Interesting. Very interesting. Interesting. Okay. 5 minutes. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, so let's look at Mandish's chart here and see what's happening. All right, he's looking at gold. Took sales at 1876.40. 1876.40. 1876.40. When new candle formed a top wick and moved bearish than previous candles wick. Then Brazil. Clear traffic to the left hand side, secured 1874, 530, 53. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. So you got about 20 pips, about 19, 20 pips, which is good, which is perfect. You saw the opportunity, you took it. This is perfect. This is 5-minute execution. Very good. Explosive on the securing. That's pretty good. So you always have to be really explosive in securing stuff, right? So pretty good. If you are still holding the position, maybe just manage it. Just manage it and you should be good. Pretty good, actually. Let's see. Okay, want candles to reject the top and then start heading down. That would be nice, right? That would be very nice. Because the market actually, if you look at the market actually range side by side from, let me see. Actually, no. The market pushed down in Tokyo session, okay? Market pushed down in Tokyo session and it corrected itself in the same session. Interesting. Corrected itself. Ever since after that, it's just ranging. Interesting. And the price is dropping one more time. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting, interesting. Yeah, the price action is not the best. In the pairs we are looking at, gold, GJ, price action is not the best. Okay, so this previous 1 hour close right above this 1 hour resistance and close with no wick on the top, right? So we are not sure if it's going to move up, or we need to see some sort of rejection from the top to see price for moving further down. That'll be lovely to see price moving further down. This was a pretty good trade. This is a very nice trade. 1876.40, 1876.40, 1876.40. Yep. Beautiful. Beauty. Beauty, beauty. All right, so we're going to look at pound AUD as well. We're going to see what's happening in pound AUD. So let's erase all of the drawing here one more time. And let's see. Let's look at the candles from weekly time frame. The first, looking at the candles with weekly time frame perspective, or is the current weekly candle closed up with a gap? So that's interesting, right? So is that gap going to be respected as a support? Because this current weekly candle is sort of rejecting the bottom and starting to move up. Right, so is there enough bullish momentum? Because we do have a clear traffic on the left hand side in a daily, in a weekly sort of a time frame perspective. Look at this. So we do have clear traffic on the left hand side. Oh my god. All right, looking at the daily time frame. Okay, Terry Singh just looking for buy only on gold as per overall time frame is bullish. That's correct, Terry. That's correct. Overall time frame is bullish, but looking for buys in the bottom of the range in gold, it just doesn't make sense for now. So what we will be looking for is short-term kind of a scalping opportunity, but the candles have to print our way. If it doesn't print our way, there's no buys at all. No sales at all. So for buys, we have to wait for the candles. We have to wait for the candles to sort of reject this, start flipping bullish, this current 4 hour candle flipping bullish, and maybe we're going to start breaking this resistance, right? So after breaking this resistance, this 1887 to 90 sort of level, above that level, we have clear traffic on the left hand side, all the way up till, let's see, where do we have the traffic here? Any traffic? Oh, it's not allowing me to look back. Interesting. Oh, here. Oh, we got it here. So we have clear traffics to here. All right. possible target to here. So that is going to be interesting for buys. We gotta wait for the candles to close above 1887.290. Definitely. Definitely. 1 hour. Yep. Would love to see candles closing above that level before any sort of buys. For me, buys in the middle of the range is going to be too early. So just waiting for sales. If sales going to be presented to us. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So until then, let's look at GA one more time. So looking at GA, let's look at the candles from 4 hour perspective. 4 hour. Okay, it's man, oh man. Every pair is ranging. To be honest, it's not my eyes that tells me that the pairs are ranging. It is ranging, 100% ranging. Anybody looking into the chart is going to tell me that, oh man, it's ranging. Come on. And looking at ranging sort of price action is not interesting at all. Definitely not interesting. It's easier to be alert and it's easier to stay out of the market, which is good. But man, we want a consistent move happening in our pairs. This is almost like nothing. Almost sort of nothing, right? Okay, let's do simple technical analysis in GA. Simplest technical analysis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So is this happening right now? We have to ask the question, is this happening right now? If that's happening, what are the chances we'll get a break? Oh, if that's actually happening and we are going to drive up with volume, yes, we are going to break this, right? And if we break that, if this strong range, what are the chances it's going to retest? Well, there are chances it's going to retest, and the retest and further move up after is going to be the confirmation. So that's something I'm going to look out for. For GA, waiting for buys. Good morning, Jamil. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. All right. So for GA, we'll be looking for proper buys above this area. If the price starts breaking, let's see, 183.220. Buys above 183.220. Yep. And let's see what's happening. A bit of flu. Oh no, I hope you're doing well, Jamil. Hope you're fit, eating well. EU. Let's look at EU. Motsub, do you have a chart? What do you think of our different USD CAD? Okay, we're going to look at USD CAD as well. Let's look at EU. Mr. EU. Mr. EU. EU daily is rangy. EU and gold is actually in a similar sort of situation here, to be honest. Similar sort of structure, similar sort of target peripheral on the left hand side, to be honest. Looking at the current daily candle, it's breaking above that resistance, which is pretty good. So eventually, if this daily candle closes above, we can target this cleaner range on the left hand side. That's going to be the ultimate target at the top of the EU. All right. So let's look at 4 hour here. Looking at the 4 hour, current 4 hour has a decent size wick on the top and is slowly heading up. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. 2 hour. 1 hour. Interesting. Let's look at the traffic on the left hand side on EU. Actually, EU does look good, right? EU actually looks good. EU, my friend, looks good here. Let's look at the traffic and try to note down any early rejection here, any early rejection points here. Yeah, on the 30-minute, it's sort of funny here on the 30-minute. 20 pips of range from here. Okay. EU. EU, my friend. EU. Okay. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Candles are bullishing up slow. Yeah, for EU, a cleaner buy will be above 122.455. Definitely. To start with, that's going to be a cleaner buy. There's some sort of noise on the left hand side, further left, around 122.550, which is about 10 pips away. But man, we have to manage a position right then, right? If somebody is taking a position around here, 122.455, once you go like 10-9 pips, you gotta think about securing something and letting something run. Maybe, right? That could be the case. That could be the case. All right. So in GU looks good too. GU looks like it can head up. GU looks like it can actually head up. 37 minutes left for this hourly candle to close, and interesting. Not the best price action in any sort of pair here, to be honest. To be honest, pairs don't have clear price structure, clear price action, so gotta be careful. All right, so this is the first 30-minute candle that's closing above that 30-minute range here. So if it's going to close above and the next 30-minute candle retest, we can get a push up. So maybe I'm going to look at buys in GU. So this looks much more clear. Let me see, where is my terminal? GBPUSD. Yeah. Okay, that's not nice. Let's erase AU, GA. Is GA looking any good? No. So what I'm going to do is I'll remove GA from my terminal. and arrange GU. Okay. Okay, GU is actually looking amazing. All right, I'm just gonna wait for GU here. GU's price action. Let's look at GU. Yeah, looks like GU is gonna pump up. Looks like GU is going to pump up. Gotta wait for this 15-minute candle to close. 15-minute, 30-minute candle to close. Gotta wait for this 15-minute, 30-minute candle to close. 5 minutes are bullishing up. Pretty good. It's very close to that range. Let's see if it's going to retrace and retest the level one more time before heading up. That would be nice. That would be nice. That would be very nice. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. 15-minute candle. Anticipating the price to move up with volume, right? GJ. Okay. So let's do this. GU, GU, GU. Let's look at GJ. Yep. And GJ is moving up too, which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. Pretty good. Just going to wait here. Hourly and setting an alarm for 154, 400. 154, 400. Okay, so let's play some music here. And we are going to unmute my friends. That's better. Ricardo and Jamil, is the music too loud or what's happening? What's happening with the music? Is it too loud or is it good? A bit loud for me, okay. What about now? Is it good now? Now? A bit loud, okay. Interesting. No change, interesting. Is the music any better? Let's rock. Let's rock. Let's rock, my friend. Okay, so Lewing, oh my god, what the hell is Lewing? Now it was a bit more pronounced. Bit more pronounced. Just give me a second, guys. Please. Okay, so GU can go down. We can look at USD CAD. USD CAD, gold, GJ, gold. Nice. Okay, so the gold hourly is still bullish, right? Still bullish. I wanted to see a rejection so the price could head down. With the only information available here, for example, the information available here, the recent one, does tell me that, you know what, the structure seems bearish. So if there's any sort of bearish move coming in, I have to see rejection from gold candle. All right, rejection from gold candle. That's what I need to see. And in GBPUSD, looking at GBPUSD, the candle's closing in the best ideal way, to be honest. If this 15-minute candle closes bullish like this with a wick on the top, maybe the next candle could retest the broken range. So if this is a range, look at this. If this is a range, this candle has closed ideally, right? So if the next candle retests this broken range and starts heading up, that's a good chance to take a buy there. Oop. So candles made a lower wick, which is good, but I need a proper retest. Is there going to be a proper retest, or is that it? Is that it? Oh, actually it's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a buy here with my stop loss below the previous candle's low. All right, so that's the idea here. So here we go. Here we go. So I took a buy with my stop loss below this candle. So let's see if it's going to work out. If it's going to work out with volume. What's happening? Is it going to move with volume or not? What's happening? What is happening here? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so 14, which is good, which is good. Let's see if the volume is going to drive the price up, right? So the current 30-minute candle has broken the previous 30-minute candle's high, which is a good sign. So I'll be looking to secure my positions once I go 10, 11 pips in profit, right? So I'm not going to hold this position for a long time because I know market has been very choppy. So the idea in the back of the head is, man, oh man, just secure right away if you're in profit. So this is what I'm going to do, right? How I'm going to manage my position is, if this current 5-minute candle breaks its own low and starts breaking this candle's low, I'm gonna close like 50-60% of my position. So I am going to close the position if it's going to break the current 5-minute candle's low and this 5-minute candle's low. Just close, right? So for now the position is running pretty well. It's volume time. So let's see how it's gonna run. Let's see if GU is going to pay us. Is GU gonna pay us today, or what's happening? What is happening? All right, so the 2-hour candle in GU looks perfect because it has this lower wick, and that could be a liquidity grab for the price to further move up. So potentially, if 2-hour candles have enough volume in it, it can actually drive all the way up here, all the way to here. So 142, 155 could be a potential target. So I'm going to keep an eye open for that. And once I reach 10 pips, I'm going to secure some of my position and going to let the rest run. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so the 2-hour candle. So here's another thing, right? So the 2-hour candle has 26 minutes left to close. So 2 things can happen. Either this 2-hour candle can push all the way up with its volume, because at the time of candle close, around the time of candle close, we either see a lot of volume or we see retracement, a healthy retracement in candle, leaving wick on the upside for the next candle to fill it, right? So if that's going to happen, what I'm going to do is I'm only going to manage my position, and I'm going to add, for example, if this candle retraces heavily down, leaving a top wick, if the candle starts finishing like this, look at this. Right, this is an advanced idea, right? So you have to start visualizing the candles. For example, the candles doing something like this. Right, so candles doing something like this right at this point in time. So what if the candle moves up but retraces heavy down and leaves a wick like this, right? That's a healthy retracement. I regard that as a healthy retracement at the time of volume. So maybe the next candle, what it's going to do is it's going to retrace even lower and then drive up. All right, so if that's actually happening, I would still consider to manage my position, but I will add my position later on once the price does this, right? So this is the power of visualizing the candles. Once the candle does this, I think the direction in GU is correct. Whatever we are taking right now is a correct direction in GU, so we are on the good side. So if the candles are pushing up, which is pretty good. So 4-hour candles looking good. The structure is clear in GU, so that's pretty good. So the GU structure in 4-hour is pretty clear. It's pretty clear. So hopefully we can get this move, right? So we have executed already, and we are on the go to manage the position. So once we are 10 pips, 8 pips, we're gonna start securing. I am gonna start securing, and I'm just gonna manage my position. That's it. That's it. That's it though. All right, so 9 minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close. So what I want to see is either candles closing with the proper body structure or a heavy push up. That way, that one strong push can make this candle move to another range or another zone, right? Because the price right now is here. So the price right now is right here, in between this range, right? So a heavy push after this rejection, after this proper body structure candle, if it's going to push the candle pretty hard and break this level, if the candle starts going in this range, then maybe we're going to bounce off of this level 2, 3 times, 4 times, multiple taps, and then we're going to drive up heavily, right? So that's what I want to see. If you can push the candles really hard, amazing. Otherwise, I want to see proper candle body structure, which is still going to provide me confluences that, you know what, candles are going to move up for sure, but maybe slow, right? So I'm just waiting here. Just waiting. 23 minutes left for this hourly, for this 2-hour candle to close in 22 minutes. Pretty interesting. So the 4-hour candle has grabbed its liquidity on the bottom. It's moving up pretty good. Pretty good. Can we achieve that range? So it's actually a tight range. So you should keep an eye open to see if you can actually secure once you're like 8, 9, 10 pips, you should just look to secure, because it's a tight range. To be honest, it's a tight range, okay? It's actually a tight range. So let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see what's going to happen. Is price reacting to this resistance, or this 15-minute resistance could be ignored? What's happening? What's happening? Manage your position. Remember that all the time. Remember that all the time. All the time. You got to be on the go to manage your position. That's it. So my anticipation is to see volume push the price up, disregarding this noise, and break this resistance. But we will see. We will see. We will definitely see. All right, let's look at gold here. All right, looking at gold. Gold is looking pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's, oh wow, it's pushing up. Was there some sort of breaking news or something? Wow. Wowie kawaii. Wow, it's a minor news that's moving the market right now. It's a minor news. Inflation expectation tend to weaken the US dollar. All right, this is a minor news, man. Just got to be careful, guys, because looks like it's a minor news that's driving the price up for now. So if you're in profit, just secure, and once the price starts retracing, it's going to retrace hard. That's something I know by experience, right? So start securing, start managing your position once it goes against you. So I'm actually going to constantly monitor my position here and I'll try to see if I can secure and leave, because once I know that it's a minor news that has caused the market to move, it can move against you in any time, right? So if the market is being manipulated right now, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. All right, so the 5-minute candle, previous 5-minute candle closed with a proper body. So watch this. If this current 5-minute candle starts breaking the previous 5 minutes candle low, I will see how I can manage my position there. Because if there's enough volume, enough momentum in the price, there's no business in candles breaking previous candles low and moving down. Right? Obviously, this is sort of like a breathing ground for the candles for the position, but I will see how I can manage my position. So, all right, so the price is pushing up, and I am 9 pips up already, and I am going to secure some. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just looking at this current 5-minute candle, so monitoring the price from a smaller time frame. All right, so securing 9 pips right here and letting the rest run. All right, let's see how it's going to run. Let's see how it's going to run. Is it going to push up, or what's happening? What is happening? GU was very clear today. That's pretty good. GU has been rewarding. Pretty good. So just have to see if the volume is going to push the price up, break this resistance, and send the price to another zone. That's what I want to see. Let's see what's going to happen here. 18 more minutes left for this hourly candle to close. Like I said before, this hourly candle could retrace back, leaving a healthy retracement, a healthy wick for the next candle to fill, or either it can push all the way up, breaking this resistance, tapping and achieving this range and achieving that traffic. So we will see what's going to happen here. We will see what's going to happen. Candles are pushing up slowly but surely, pushing in our direction, which is pretty good. 4 hour is looking beautiful. We just need more push. We need the price to break this level. That will be really beautiful to look at. Okay. Yep, and we are getting that push. Are we getting that push? Come on, GJ, come on, GJ, come on. Mr. GJ, let's go, GJ. And we are pushing. Beautiful day here. Another beautiful day with the guys here in YouTube and Zoom. This was an amazing trade taken live. Man, oh man, what else do you need, right? This is amazing. If the candles are going to push further up, this is amazing. So the only thing you should be doing right now is securing your profit and managing your position. That's what you need to do. So if the volume is going to drive the price even higher, it's going to break that level, you are on the good side. But for that, man, oh man, just manage your position. This is beautiful. I hope my friends in the Zoom got it too. Woohoo! It's still running. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's pretty good. So GJ was very obvious. So we have achieved that range. Let's see if we can achieve this range on the top now. Let's see. All right. So I still have my runner running. So my runner is like 13, 14 pips here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right, Mir Ali Khan says, close my trade in demo. All right, that's good. That's good. That's a good way to practice. So it's a good idea to practice and know the idea, right? So if you know the idea behind the trade, that's it. That's the idea. That's the whole idea. If you know the idea behind the trade, that's how you can catch your own fish when you go back home, when you trade alone. Or when you know what's happening in the market, you don't need anybody else by your side. All right, looks like by looking at the way the previous 15-minute candle finish, looks like this current 15-minute candle has more momentum, has more power, has chances to break the wick and further move up. Let's see. The way how the 15-minute candle finish tells me that, you know what, this current 15-minute candle has higher chances of finishing bullish too. Let's see. Let's see if it's actually rejecting that gray area that was our first target, or it's going to move even higher. Let's see what's going to happen here. This will be an interesting scenario here. Let's see. Interesting scenario. Is the runner going to run even higher? What's happening? Interesting, isn't it? Pretty good. An early nice day in GU today, which is pretty good. I like it. We saw the clear traffic, we saw the clear price structure on a higher time frame. Looking at the smaller time frame, everything made sense. The candle structure was red, everything was read properly. And when we look at it now, this is actually a good trade. This is the trade you capitalize on every time. Every time you get a chance, you get a trade like this, you execute, right? This is the ideal trade. So this was perfect. Everything was calculated, and man, oh man, GU gave us some pips today. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm looking at gold. Gold is about to hit that 1887 level. Wow, it's moving with a volume. So I definitely know that this minor news about inflation expectation has moved the market, but man, oh man, gotta be careful. Gotta start securing, right? If the gold is gonna drive up, that's pretty good, but you gotta secure. That's your job. That's your job to start securing. Let's see. Okay, so look at this. This was actually our first anticipation today. When we looked at gold, we were expecting this 4-hour candle to flip bullish, which it did after grabbing this liquidity. So if this news has aligned with this 4 hours of price action, is the price going to drive even higher? What's happening? We have to see candles candles breaking 1888 flat level first, then we can take buys, definitely. So just going to wait a little bit more. So the 2-hour candle in gold is looking good, pretty good. The 30-minute has closed is above that resistance, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. Wow. Interesting. I hope the guys in the YouTube and the Zoom secured some of the position, because 1 minute is starting to look ugly in GU. 5 minute looks like it's moving up with some momentum. If this 5 minute candle close bearish, man, you definitely have to secure. Right? If you opened up a full standard lot, if you opened up some sort of full position, you have to secure. That's the idea. The idea is to secure. So that you have to always ask yourself the question that, are you actually on the positive side? What do I do to be on the positive side? Like what we did, you have to secure. The idea is to play with the house money. Don't leave anything from your plate on the table. Don't leave your money on the table. Yeah, this was a pretty good trade here. If the price can move further up, breaking these levels, is going to close above. That's a very good sign for the price to further move up. So we are just waiting here. Eventually, price may move even further. So we are still waiting. Going to wait a little bit more, and we will see what's going to happen here. All right, for now, the 15-minute candle is looking very nice. So it has made this a low wick. So as I said, looking at this current previous 15-minute candle, there's a higher chance the current 15-minute candle is going to finish bullish too. So let's see what's going to happen in the next 9 minutes. All right, we're going to see in the next 9 minutes what's going to happen. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Are we going to push up, or what's happening? 5 minute, 1 minute. Beautiful. Beautiful day. Showed up to the chart, calmly approached all of the charts, read the price action, and definitely this was a beautiful day. Definitely a beautiful day. Okay, definite beautiful day. So if the price is going to move up, break that level, this is beautiful. This is very beautiful. Let's see what's going to happen. Beautiful day, beautiful day. If there's any sort of question from anybody from Zoom community, from YouTube community, we are more than happy to answer it. So, yep, you can ask anything you want. Anything you want. Okay. Wow. I'm a simple man, complication. I'm a simple man, complication. I'm a simple man. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Don't wanna complicate you. it's actually very interesting in a way that if this pump in the gold is a news pump, a minor news pump, is the price moving up is going to be corrected in some time, or what's happening? Are we going to get some sort of correction? Are we going to get some sort of correction on the downside? Because the daily candle looks pretty bullish at this time, right? But it hasn't broken the previous daily high. So is this pump just a pump to attract people in the market, or what's happening? The 2 hours closing in the next 1 second, and all right, so the 2 hour has closed just about the resistance, right? Interesting and interesting here. Interesting. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yep, and it's gonna move up. GU has more chances of finishing bullish. Let's see what's happening in GU. Alright, so the way the previous 2 hour candle finished bullish, there's a higher chance the price can still further move up and achieve that clear traffic on the left hand side. So it's pretty interesting. So the previous hourly candle sort of stopped right around this resistance. Now the current hourly candle is still bullish. So is this position going to run even higher? What's happening? I will be just waiting for gold to show me some sort of signal here. Waiting for gold signal. Waiting for the gold signal. Alright, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. If you guys have any sort of question, just drop it off and we will have a look. Okay, so we are back at it again. We are back at it, and GU, that was a beautiful trade today. So the trade after this 15-minute candle close above this range, and this 15-minute candle making a lower wick before moving up, that was an ideal trade. So moved about 17, 18 pips in total, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. GU was the trade. GA is still hanging around the area. GA. All right, so whoever took that trade, whoever took that GU trade and secured the profits, this is for you guys. The celebration in YouTube is for you guys. If you secure, if you manage your position, if you're on the top 10%, man, oh man, this celebration is for you. And the gold is moving up too. Wow, interesting. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for any sort of opportunities here, because look at this, look at the 2-hour candles wick here. Maybe that is the fuel the next candle is gonna drive up with. So it's very interesting. Okay, Otherwise, this celebration in YouTube in the count of 3 is for you guys. 2 and bang. There you go. That's it. That's for you guys. If you manage the position, if you secured, man, that's for you. Perfect. Perfecto. And we come back. Okay, so we are back one more time. So just been waiting. We took a GU trade and the trade is still running. So that's pretty good. Trade is still running. Hit our target, 100% hit our target. And the price has actually tapped in a new range, is inside the range. So it's interesting how price is going to behave here. So do we still have a lot of momentum for the price to further continue up, or what's happening? What is happening? So moved like 22 pips, which is good. Which is good. All right, let's look at gold here. Is gold doing anything? Alrighty. Gold has tapped that 1887 290 level, now rejecting it slowly. So is this news pump coming to an end, or do we still have that momentum? And looks like gold's gonna drop one more time. Looks like gold's actually going to drop. Because this is a news pump. And the news pumps gets corrected. I think gold's going to drop all the way down. That's what I think. That's what I think. It'll be interesting to see if the price is going to dump down. Interesting to see. Interesting to see. Interesting, interesting. And I am break even and break even. I am break even. As long as you love me. Interesting. Is this news pump in gold is going to be corrected? What's happening? What is happening? All right, so gold is moving down slow, rejecting the top. So is the news pump is going to be corrected? That could be the case here. So the hourly candle is going to close in the next 14 minutes. It would be a good idea to wait for this hourly candle to close. There is obviously no buys yet. So price is still in a range and it's rejecting the top of the range. So if it's rejected the top of the range, more than likely it can head down because this move up could have been a news pump, right? So the news pumps usually get corrected. So maybe that's going to be corrected. Yep, looks like GU's move has come to an end. It's just exhausting there. GA, there's literally nothing. USD CAD, the price structure in an overall time frame seems as if a bearish structure, but not sure what it's doing right now. It's rejecting a bottom of a range. So it's funny on an hourly. It's actually funny. Have to see candles closing bearish. GU gold. Yeah, we'd love to see candles closing above 1887, 290 in gold for any sort of buys. But man, oh man, GU did play out. So either GU or gold, or either GA or GJ, they were moving one by one on the other days when there was no volume. So we didn't want it to miss out on any sort of clear opportunity, but GU presented itself to us in a very clear manner. So definitely this opportunity was not to be left alone. We attacked the price when it was moving in the right direction at the right time. So if you remember this, right direction at the right time, that's it. That was the trade. And look at this. Now the trade is retracing. The price is retracing pretty heavily. And ideas about securing around this level was valid, was a good idea. Anybody who secured around this level, man, perfect. Brilliant. Perfect. Pretty good. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna call it a day in the next 12 to 10 minutes. So that's gonna be the end of my day, and I'm gonna take a breather for a New York session here because I also trade New York. Taking a breather is a good idea. And we will come back the next day, obviously. But we won. This was a good day, a very nice day. There was no chances that people lose with this trade, man. You had enough time to secure. You even had chances to stack up your positions as you were approaching. So pretty good. Trade called out, secured 14 to 15 pips. Price moved all the way up 22 pips. So this is pretty good. Pretty good. A confident setup. This was definitely a confident setup. If there's any question from the YouTube community, if there's any question from the Zoom guys, that is accepted. Definitely accepted. So I'm just gonna wait here. There's actually nothing in the market for me right now, so waiting is the best choice for now, for me. So I will just wait and see if gold starts rejecting the top heavily. Maybe I can take a sell. So I'll have to watch carefully. Watch carefully. And similar sort of situation in GU as well. If this is a fake out sort of a maneuver with news pump, the minor news pump as a confluence, that pump could be corrected. So that's something I'm going to look out for. Something I'm looking out for. Yeah, the prices are slowly moving down. All right, I'm going to call it a day in the next 5 minutes here. If there's any question from YouTube, any question from Zoom community, 100% questions are acceptable. Man, that was a good trade. So I am actually very happy about this GU trade today. I'm actually really happy that I took the trade right at the right time. All right, so the trade was moving in our direction, caught it at the perfect timing. So that was good. So pretty good. Pretty good. Ricardo says, thank you for the Zoom session. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Ricardo. Hope you have a good day. I hope you secure some of the profits. Not any question, just want to thank you for the free value and knowledge. 100% welcome. You're always welcome here. If you show up with the right attitude and open mind, any question is accepted, and definitely you will learn something out of the stream because everything is discussed. The thought process is given side by side. Market reading is just, there's nothing hidden here. The ideas are given openly, wide open. So if you can learn something out of the stream, that is the motive of the stream. That's amazing. That's amazing. People coming here and learning something, that's the idea about the stream. Nothing else. That's it. So that's amazing. Keep it up. Keep it up with your learning attitude and learn as much as you can. No matter where you go. Will you be here every day? Yes, sir. I'll be here from Monday to Friday, 6:30 GMT every day. That's what the plan is. Until something goes bad. So hopefully nothing goes bad. I do have smaller projects I'm working on and I'm very busy. But this is something I wanted to do for a long time. And I'm executing on the plan, so which is pretty good. You know. Hopefully YouTube runs on forever. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Awesome. Amazing. That is awesome. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna head out now. Thank you very much for showing up. That was amazing. If you got something out of the stream, if you learned something, if you picked up some of the thought processes, that is amazing. You know, that's just amazing. So other than that, have a beautiful day. Don't overtrade. Remind yourself, why are you doing it, right? You're not doing it to sabotage yourself. You're doing it to grow. So when you want to grow, you don't want to overtrade. You don't want to over risk. You want to be logical. So the next logical time to trade is going to be around Tokyo close, maybe. Maybe that's going to induce some volume, and that not only is going to prepare the market for the pre-New York and New York Open, but that'll be amazing. So be careful. Don't overtrade right now. I know people who overtrade. When they see something, they just jump into it without adding confluence, without having any other catalyst by their side. But I just suggest one thing: that's no overtrading, no over risking. Stay out of the market once you're done. Now I'm done. I'm going to stay out of the market. I'm going to take a breather and prepare myself for New York. That's what my plan is. So until then, thank you to the guys in the Zoom who showed up and had a good time. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you. And I will see you guys next time.